Good morning. Today's topic is Rombo, Redondo, circular movement, circular defense, circular offense. Rombo, yeah, Rombo, yeah, that's Rombo. Anyway, a lot of time, Rombo is not use a lot of emphasize on how to strike. It's just the imposition is make sure your direction of weapon is on the angle that on the angle that direct to your opponent's line of attack. You know, because that's the first things that we have to practice is defense. In Arnis de Mano, we were taught a strike, but all of the strike is static. It's like 1, very slow, 2, 3, 4. So in the defense, they teach you multiple motion, multiple movement, and Rombo is one of them. If you are unsure to the defense that you are gonna do, Redondo or Rombo is used. So let's say the strike is coming from the sun or buhat araw, and your Rombo is gonna be in here, either this way or here, way here. So Rombo is used for defense, basically before it become offense. Of course, it's like putting you in the propeller. Anything that the propeller run is going to be chopped, or it's going to be mulch, or it's going to be processed, So, the only thing that you have to understand is make sure when you are doing the Rombo is using your wrists. There's a 3 level of Rombo. Okay, wrist movement, elbow movement, and shoulder movement. Yeah, so it's a big Rombo or circular, small circular, and medium-sized circular. Medium-sized circular is you're using your wrist and elbow, but your large circular is using your shoulder and your elbow and your wrist, right? So that's the way you look back. But let's talk about the different Rombo. There's some Rombo also that they pointed on you, and that's also Rombo. It means redirect the weapon. That's not necessarily a strike, but redirecting the strike. Look, yeah, or pairing the strike, yeah. That's what it is right here. Parry, redirect, or whatever you want to call it. And then the other one is, this one is the forward one. This is the reverse. There's a side one. There's a front, there's an overhead, which is, it reminds you of the payong technique, the umbrella technique. Is that's Rombo on top. It's like a propeller of a helicopter, right? Same way, those might be effectively in use in strike, because then depend on your intention. But again, the first thing that use Rombo is for defense. Defense. This is designed for defensive motion. Okay, because if we use it for strike, pass and up. But my dad was saying, if they will tell you that this is for a strike, nobody walk in or try to strike. This is normal thing. On the street, the hammock people, what they do, they go up. They just go up and down. Go up and down. That's what their strike is. That's hammock, or go side to side. That's hammock. And thrust. Thrust is one way or, downward thrust. So, that not natural. Rombo is not natural, or Redondo is not natural, because it required to practice your wrist, like in abanico, but wrist is the whole thing, power. And it's not like what everybody is when they turn, they open their hand. No, you're supposed to be without opening the hand. Boom, you know. So when you come up, let me angle my camera so you guys can see it better. So I won't hit the, I won't hit my bench. You see? I would like you to see it. You know, come up from this side. Look at this. This is the, and now I'm in Cerrado position, which is Kalong. It means close. It's not only close range, okay? It's just close. It's a close. This is abierta, this is cerrada, okay? So that's what it is right here. So come up from this side. I'm in right here, and this is Rombo. And this is a strike or defense, right? He tried to strike, and I have the defense, and on the way in, I hit the legs. Boom, 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 boom. So it's like abanico that they have a double action. They strike up, and then they hit legs, and then go back right here. So those kind of things, and it's the same way. Hit legs and go back up. Here, boom, boom. That's it. And then from here, this is it right here. That's Rombo. Rombo or circular is used in fencing. You know, so that's how it came from the word Rombo. It's from the fencing. But we use it in Paete. Everybody in Scrimador, every time they do the circular, and they call it Rombo. Boom, 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 huh, boom. So, Rombo is one of the technique that being used a lot in defensive stick fighting. You know, come up from this side, you have the Rombo come up, and it make it also looks good. Why? Because Rombo is used to pamamaltasia a lot. Pamamaltasia is the Tagalog, I would say, it's Laguna name for carenza. It actually came from the Moro. You know, before the batalya, there's a carenza or pamamaltasia in, you know, between. Or prelude of the fight. Anyway, that's what they use. And I'll talk about that later on, you know, the pamamaltasia. But right now, I'm going to talk about Redondo or Rombo or circular motion. Okay, so you could learn something, you know, when you are doing this, you know, most of the time when I do this upward, I remove my hand. But when you go forward, the hands is there. Why? Because it give an extra push. Yeah, boom, boom. But when reverse, hands remove. Why? Because we want to make sure that this is clear. So come up from this side, bam. That's one of the reasons why the hand is right here. And you also see that in fencing. You know, people do that without that thinking. But this is common practice in our area, in Laguna. Rombo, boom, boom. And when you come up from this, they remove the hand. So the alley of the strike, because it could be a blade. It could be, you know, shaved, and it's the same. Look, knuckle is, blade is passing and hitting. Turn and then hit. And that's what it is, and then go back the same way. Oh yeah, that's Rombo, okay? And the idea is, if I see it over here, this is also Rombo. You see? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, look. See, now this is, the hands is moving in the back, not in the front. You know, want to make sure that you balance your body, because this hands is become a balancer later on when you are using on the sparring or fighting. Yeah, right here. And this is could be using the back of the blade. Yeah, and then hitting legs, hitting the head, hitting legs, sungki the head, boom, and then that is Rombo. You know, and then forward, boom, 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 and then here we go. Boom, here, come back here. That's what it is right here. Hit legs here. This is all Rombo. And then when you go high, that the payong, you could also use the reverse. Could you use sungkide, hit him, sungkide, hit him, sungkide, hit him, come up from sungkide and then cut. Continuous motion, you know, boom, boom. Yeah, so there's a style in Paete that we call, use a lot of Rombo and use a lot of things. And they don't call it Redondo style. They call it Mama Mandong. Mandong. Sound like, mando, right? Sound like commanding. No, mandong came from the word pandong. It means cover up or thing. So, salakot or payong is all pandong. They call it pandong. It means cover or awning, shade. So the same thing as sombrada. So if your art is not called sombrada, it could be called pandong system. Okay? And that's what the whole style. Mama Mandong. Oh, yo. This is the call the fighter. Mama Mandong. Yeah, we go circle and cover up your head. We call circle. So we go a lot of a lot in the Philippines that they really particular their system because there's no particular system. They just call it to what their favorite techniques are, and this is their favorite technique. So they call it Mama Mandong. Anyway, I just like to clarify and give you guys some insight of the Rombo or Redondo. It could be a exercise routine that you can do without thinking, but it also you can use it on Redondo on double weapon, right? See, same way, same move right here. Boom. You can remove this right here. You can go under. Oh, go under. That's Redondo. Yeah. Go out here. Boom. Here. You go right here. Boom. Boom. Here. Go in. Go back. So you have to really practice them because there's no way to get used to it. Yeah. Especially in the heat of the battle, and you're gonna use that. You're gonna pull it off. How could you pull it off if you're not trained with it? Because it requires concentration on timing and knowing where's the weapon is coming. Anyway, I just want to talk about that. Just want to point it out that you can do all of those Redondo, part of your system. Just start training your wrist, elbow, and shoulder. You see, that's how Rombo is. Again, this is Gat Puno. It's just a small tip from the Garimot Arnis to yours. And I would like to help you out as much as I could. I'm not saying that we are better than you. We're just saying is maybe we could help each other. All right? I love you. If you like what you see, I'm gonna talk about all of this traditional call name, traditional technique. Subscribe. All right? I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.